Yo, what are you saying? Welcome back to ISOJ. It's weird to think about it. We're at the final stage of the NBA season. The Pacers versus the Thunder, and this is the finals that I don't think anyone really predicted. You should probably like the video and subscribe if you're here. That'd be cool. Have a good one. At the beginning of the season, just said, yeah, no, Boston can probably repeat. And fair enough if you thought that. Maybe you thought the Knicks could have done it. They were close. Even 2-3 months come December, you're probably thinking, yeah, maybe Cleveland make it to the finals. No one thought the Pacers would, especially after such a rough start, but here we are. Personally, a lot of people I know and a lot of people I've spoken to about the topic are going to say that it does feel like OKC should win. And granted, yeah, this is one of the best teams that the NBA has seen. A 68-win team, the best defense, I think, in recent history. So everything points to OKC winning, but there's something about this Pacers team, right? There's just something a bit unquantifiable about them. The personnel that the Pacers have, like Rick Carlisle knows how to get the best of them. And to me, I don't think this is as cut and dry as people think it is. I don't think this could be a 4-0 sweep for OKC. I don't think this goes to OKC. In fact, I am in the firm belief that the Indiana Pacers in, let's say, 2 weeks will be NBA champions. Let's discuss this, okay? Because of course I've just made a bold claim. I've made a hot take. 99% of you probably won't agree with, unless you're a Pacers fan, you know? I genuinely believe Rick Carlisle and this Pacers offense is built for moments like this, man. A team like OKC, offensively, I think are very limited. I think for OKC, they have the luxury of having someone like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be in the position of, okay, well, if we can't score, I know Shai can, and undoubtedly, Shai's going to go crazy this series because this is everything. This is all is on the line here. But I don't think it's enough. I think what this OKC team needs is for J-Dub to be that guy, to be a guy who, when Shai sits, he is still respected, he is still feared, he is still an option on offense. There are points during this playoff run for OKC where J-Dub has been kind of underwhelming. I don't think he's been disappointing. I think that's a bit too far. But underwhelming feels like the correct word. He'll have games where he is an offensive threat. You know, he had a 36-point game against the Denver Nuggets, for example. But then you'll have single-digit point games. And in fairness to J-Dub, he understands when my shot isn't falling, how can I help other people? And that's fair. That's granted. That is a talent in and of itself. But against this Pacers team, I don't know how that lasts. This is a Pacers team that is born to give you buckets. Is born to give you hell. We saw in this Knicks series, and granted, the Knicks aren't the best defensive team. They have defensive personnel, but they're not a great defensive team. They were able to shut them out because they can score at a crazy rate. This team is fast. They run with pace. They live up to the goddamn name. Yes, maybe they can stop them in the half court. But to be honest, a lot of teams can stop the Pacers in the half court. In half-court offense, that's not really where the Pacers shine. The Pacers shine by upping the tempo of the game, by creating these dead ball opportunities that just turn into real quick, almost fast break points. Because the inbound is so quick, none of the players have the time to get back. That's what I love about this Indiana Pacers team, and that's why I genuinely believe they can do it. Do I realize that I'm in the minority here and probably won't happen? Yeah, but variety is the spice of life, man. If you're not going to believe in the underdog, what's the point of even going there to begin with? This OKC team from day one has been a threat. From day one has been the scariest team in the NBA, right? There's no contesting that. But to me, as a basketball fan, a bit of the joy of it comes from seeing a team rise from nothing. Like I've said so many times before, this Pacers team, January 1st, was not good. They were 10-15. They were not ready for this. They grew, they evolved, their players got better over time. They're heating up now. Aaron Nesmith damn near put up a Steph Curry level performance in the series against the Knicks. So do I have faith in them? Of course I do. Because to me, this is a team that will catch you off guard. This is a team that you can't prepare for because they will do something crazy that you will not expect. All of these fast break points, yeah, maybe in this series, they don't actually go to it. But they keep you thinking like they will. So it's the moments of that. If as a team, you scout them and say, after every bucket, we need guys to get back, that gives Indiana the opportunity now. Oh, we can walk the ball up the court. We can get into our sets. We can get into our offense. Fine. If you're gonna try and take that away from us, we got something ready. With the West and OKC, I feel like OKC are just like head and shoulders above the rest. Fuck it, head, shoulders, knees, and toes above the rest. Right? To me, it is definitely a battle of the best offense in the NBA versus the best defense. This Indiana team is a weapon. If you don't have the shield ready, you might just get caught off guard. I think that's my main points about OKC. I feel like I'm not as confident in their offense outside of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because everyone on this OKC team is a shooter. Fair enough. If he really needs to, Lou Dort can knock him down. Alex Caruso can knock him down. J-Dub at times can knock him down. Chet, yeah, he's a stretch big. Shooters thrive with a good setup man. You know, that point guard is so important to the shooters because it gets them in their spots. He can find them when they're there. Okay, I'm getting doubled. Can I make the pass to the guy who's open in the corner? Cool. When it comes to Shai, I don't know if this is reputation speaking, but I don't see Shai as the kind of guy to be able to find those passes in the corner. And granted, he can prove me wrong. He averaged 6 assists this year or something like that. Tyrese Halliburton is a guy that can find the people in the corner. Tyrese Halliburton is the guard to make use of shooters, and he has done that. This OKC team, yeah, maybe it is a run. Maybe this ends up being a generational team, but this Pacers team is tough. This Pacers team is gritty. This Pacers team doesn't die. They will not give up. I don't know. I'm curious about Shai and his matchup because, you know, it probably is going to be Aaron Nesmith tasked with guarding that. And then in spurts, Andrew Nembhard. But I feel like Shai can take advantage of smaller guards like Nembhard. I feel like you need to put a bigger guard to stay on him because Shai is not quick. He has not beat you off the line quick. You know, he's not a high acceleration vehicle. He is shifty. He is enigmatic, so to say. You know, like he's not going to get by you by raw force. He is going to finesse his way past you and probably get a foul while doing so. Like Miles Turner isn't an abhorrent fouler. Pascal Siakam doesn't rack up that many fouls. But against Shai, he damn near might. Anyway, I think that's it for me. I think I've yapped all I can yap. I'm all out of yaps. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you like that teeny tiny bit more. I mean, you're at the end of the video. You probably did like it. There was something in this one that you're like, yeah, damn, he's spitting. So maybe you should subscribe. Just a thought. Just putting that one in the air. Hope you have a good day. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.